Hello, this reading is for Libra. Welcome in, Librans. I'm using Black Violet Tarot, and this is, what is this guy? Story Beginnings, Oracle, and then Queen of the Moon, Oracle. Let's get started for you. General reading for Libra. What does Libra need to hear today? Obviously, if this reading doesn't quite resonate, if you have more of an emotional event, I check out your moon sign reading, that, whatever zodiac sign your moon is in. If you have more interest in a romance bent reading, please check out your Venus sign. And if you're interested in more career, then I would go with your rising sign. That's how the world views you, okay? But this is your sun sign, so it's going to be just general. General for you. Okay, that one wanted to come out for Libra. Purity. Okay. In a bit of a dormant phase, in a bit of a, and then the path. Okay, I'm going to take this one just because there's the path on the bottom. Okay, you are deciding which path to take. There's an opportunity that's going to be opening up for you, and I don't know that you're going to take it. You're deciding whether or not this woman is sitting here with there's a ladder going up to this kind of portal, and it looks very sturdy, almost as if it will not collapse on her. It's something that it's just there, and the ladder has come down for her, and she's deciding whether or not she should climb up this ladder and go through to this new path. It's like from one world to another world. You may need to spend some time kind of pontificating on whether or not this is a good idea, whether or not you want to climb into this new opportunity or path that is going to be presented to you. Past life emotion lives in you. You are expressing more and releasing. The reason you might be hanging back is because there's something you need to release, let go of. It could be a belief, belief that, oh, I could never do that. Oh, I'm not good at that. Or something to do with self-worth, or something to do with fear. You could be releasing the fear regarding this and then just going for it as a result of releasing the fear behind it, kind of thinking, oh, well, if it doesn't work out, oh, well, who cares? It's not a huge commitment like I thought it was. I'm going to put this guy up here. Let's see how much room we have. You can see. Okay. Libra, Libra, Libra. Message for Libra, message for Libra. Message for Libra. Message for Libra. We do have the World card. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Two of Swords over here. All right. We have the Seven of Swords. I'm going to move this guy up. I think the stuff is going to be out of the frame, and I don't want you to miss something. Seven of Swords. Page of Wands. The Emperor. Ooh, I like that one. The Ten of Swords, that's that ending. The Temperance, the Lovers, Eight of Cups. So we got kind of a double ending here, double moving on. Overarching energy of the reading here is the Temperance card, and the Temperance card is, ooh, this one's new. All right, so she's balancing kind of on a tightrope above a bunch of trees and things like that. She's in perfect harmony, perfect balance in order to maintain her footing. And so this is, traditionally it's the balance of fire and water. It is the energy of Eros, or the wind. So that whole story. And so this is fleeting energy. Right now you're in a place of kind of like perfect balance where you are sitting still, and that could be where this Purity card is. It's a bit of a card of hanging back, of being a little bit more dormant, and before you take that step into the new world. And so right now there's this tiny pause in your life where you can really feel into the next decision, which is Lover's card, which is the ultimate decision card. It is a Gemini card as well, so if you have Gemini in your chart, then feel free to visit the Gemini reading for a little extra. Okay, you're going to make some sort of decision soon, but right now you're hanging back, and that's okay. Sometimes we need to mull things over in our brain, sleep on it a few nights, and then figure it out, okay? Eight of Cups, you will be walking on. You will be moving towards this opportunity. You will be moving toward, there are people, I feel like there are people that are like, come on, hurry up, come on, we've been waiting for you. And so I feel like there's people here that are, and you may not know that, may not see that, but as you come into this family, there will be people that kind of accept you in, okay? Now, you're in relationship, you're starting with the World and the Seven of Swords. Definitely thinking about something differently. In connection, you are thinking about something differently. You are... Ooh, there could be a secret relationship that you have or a secret connection that you have that maybe you're not sharing with everybody, but it's in an effort to kind of prepare you to move into this new world. I think maybe you've been too open with a lot of people about your connections, your relationships. I think you've been an open book, and I feel like you're not being inauthentic if you close down and remain silent. So I think you're moving into an area where you want to be more private and you don't really want to share with the people around you as much because maybe you just don't need their input. We can have our decisions clouded. You're going to need to be making this decision. And your decisions might be clouded by other people's, garbage in, garbage out. And so I feel like because you're going to be stepping in portal, this new world, which is also a portal, I do think that you're going to remain private. You're going to keep stuff to yourself. You're going to be very, you're not going to be offending anybody when you're doing this. You're just kind of hanging back. That's that time, that purity, and also this temperance where you're hanging back, closing in a bit so you can think about your next moves. Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. Something has become a burden in your life. You might have been stuck in a career path, or maybe your path is not moving forward as you would like it. And so you're looking for new ideas to move forward, and you're thinking of jumping off into a new direction as far as career goes. Page of Wands, there's going to be a communication that's very key coming in that's going to let you know that you are on the right path, that you're going in the right direction. This communication might pop up through a connection that you have, and then that puts you in this kind of mulling over phase. And so you're definitely going to be moving in that direction as a result of a little communication. It's a little one, maybe an opportunity. Maybe you go to a job fair. Maybe you get an email. Maybe a friend of yours says, hey, you know what? Come work for me. Or have you tried this? If you have your own business and you find that it's a bit in a stagnant spot, maybe somebody gives you a good idea and you run with that. Okay. There's Knight of Pentacles here. There's the Emperor. So I pulled way too many cards for you. No, I didn't. I'm fine. I might have, but that's okay. Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. You are definitely going to be bossing up as far as your financial well-being goes. I think, with the upcoming things that we have got going on in the US, we have tax season, things like that. There's reason for you to kind of keep a tabs on stuff, but there's also reason for you to work on that manifestation. These are little steps to manifestation. It's a step-by-step process. I think you're going to be following some opportunities and drilling down into those to see if they are actually viable. I think you're going to be going into a logical phase where you definitely drill down and see if this opportunity is actually legit, and which is very healthy for you to do at this time. Somebody gives you an idea and you're like, let me see about that. Let me see who owns this company, who is doing this, who's telling me this information. Are they credible or are they, not? So there's reason for you to kind of boss up in your career standpoint and also in your life in general. And that includes kind of staying silent about any kind of connections or moving forward action that you are doing, okay? You're just not sharing, and people might be asking questions and you might be dodgy, you might be cagey, and that's okay. We just don't have to share with everybody if we don't want to at this current time, not until you make this proper decision and you feel confident enough. There's a confidence key. You feel confident enough to run with it, okay? Two of Swords, Ten of Swords. Again, we've got the 7, the 10, the 2. There's a bit of an indecision here, but this is also kind of you showing up as well. There's an indecision, but you're going to be making that decision. And the Ten of Swords, you're going to abruptly close something off. There's going to be something that you're going to abruptly shut down, and you have to shut it down. It could be somebody that's just been, you know, you might have to stand up to them in order to move forward and just tell them, you know what, I don't need to hear that right now. Let me be, let me do my thing, and let me move forward. So you're going to be shutting them down very nicely, and you're going to be moving forward. And this person, you know, and there's an indecision about that. Maybe it's just, you're not sure. You're like, should I let this go? Should I let this go? I don't know. I don't know. But you're going to be coming to that spot where you're going to move forward, right? Moving forward right here, and then make that big decision. You will be, I feel like you'll be stepping into this portal because it's a very decent opportunity. Travel. There's something about travel here, and because this person is you know, physically moving to another dimension, because it's definitely a different world up there. I do feel like there's some travel in your future, and the opportunity is probably for travel. And I think you probably have to take that opportunity. It's kind of a go and see opportunity. I gotta go, I gotta see it, I gotta do it, and then see if I like it. Because maybe it's just been on the horizon in the future, you know, some future horizon that you keep seeing and you're like, oh, I can't get there. No. Now's the time to get there, okay? Oh, we have the fox. Watch out for that cunning and energy. You know, we do have the Seven of Swords, and that person that you need to shut down. Watch out for that energy. They could kind of creep into your mind and be like naysayers. Well, if you know an opportunity is good for you, you know it's healthy for you, know it's healthy for your finances, you know it's going to feed something in your soul that's going to bring happiness, then that's the opportunity for you. You know, and just make sure you're reading fine print on everything and you're going from that standpoint, okay? But watch out for somebody who's a bit of a naysayer. All right. Thank you, Libra. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.